ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, welcome to all of you. So for the today's session, today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto, so chapter number 15, sloka 22nd onwards. So the scene is like this. Prthu Maharaj appeared from the King Vena's body. When sages churned the hands of Vena, so Prthu Maharaj and also along with him his consort Archi also appeared. Prthu Maharaj is Shaktyavash avatar of Lord Vishnu and Archi is Shaktyavash avatar of goddess Lakshmi. Both appeared. Then after that, Brahmaji came and confirmed that yes, he is Shakti Avesh avatar of Supreme Lord. Like that, he confirmed that. After his confirmation, then all other demigods, so all together they coronated him by giving the different paraphernalia. Individually, they brought different paraphernalia and they offered to the Lord, Prthu Maharaj, the incarnation of the Lord. So then after that, in that arena, also Suta, Magadha, Vandyas also appeared. If you see sloka number 19, 20. Sindhavah parvata nadyo ratha vichir mahatmanah sutota magado vandi tam stotum upatasthiri. Sutas, magadhas, vandis, all they appeared. That means they presented themselves in front of Prthu Maharaj. What is the purpose? Stotum. Upatastire stotum. All of them want to glorify the Lord. Generally, Vandis, Magadhas, Sūtas, what they do? Even in the villages also, Sūtas they used to come. Vandis and Magadhas. And they come and they praise actually. They will be having the history of father, grandfather, great grandfather, even a few generations, whole history they maintain. Might be this person, like in the villages also, not for everyone's house. They don't go for everyone's house because not everyone is supreme. He's a superior and he's not great. So only the rich person and who is like a zamindar and who is like very rich person, and he goes to their house And what they do? They will be glorifying. Your father is like this, your grandfather was like this, and your great grandfather was like that. How these people know? Because these people's grandfather, father, grandfather, great grandfather, they used to maintain the whole glory. So that's why. And after that, hearing the glories, then that Jamindar, the village Pramukha, that means Sarpanch or whoever. Nowadays, the Sarpanch is by elections. Previously, they were king appoints actually. He is the area in charge, like that. Jamindar. So Jamindari system was there. And before that, so other systems are there. In the, even the Jamindar system also like that one. So these Vandis, Magadhas, Sūtas, they used to come and they used to glorify and they used to give some gift. These people, Jamindars, they used to give. By that, they will also come to know and they will be correcting themselves. So that it is also good habit, you know. So how your grandfather, great grandfather, all are very nice, and you should not be like cruel person or greedy person, and are they exploiting the people? You should not do like that. So in that way also he can correct himself. This system was there even in the morning time every day. So if you see the timetable also, Chanakya in Arthashastra, he gives what is the timetable of a king from morning to night sleeping. All the timetable he gives. So what time he should wake up, what he should do, what he should like that everything. And also the Kshatriya boys, if you want to train, what is the curriculum for them? That is also given by. And a Kshatriya, that's a king, so he should wake up immediate early morning, and after that he should so doing his daily activities. He has to worship the Lord. Set of activities are there. I'm not remembering it clearly. There is one place. So one so sometime actually he will be hearing his glories. His glories, the past what he did. He'll be hearing from these Vandis, Magadhas, Sutas. They come and they stand in front of him, and they will be all reciting. You did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. You saved people like this in that calamity, like that. So what will happen by hearing this? So they are reminding him, you are like this, your personality is this. Maintain this throughout the day. So this is the, of course, here one important point. If someone glorify us, what should be our attitude? That we are going to learn actually from Prthu. And we should glorify as a subordinate. And what is the response of the person who is hearing? His mood also we should know. That means maybe your subordinates may glorify you in future. Then how you should react for that? That also you will learn today. So, but that system is like this. Glorifying the king is very much important actually. Is a part of the system. So Vedic culture, Vedic systems. That will boost their actually their character and their energy actually. It will boost their energy, and otherwise they cannot, they'll become morose. So much activities, so many issues, whole all over the, not in one family you have thousands of issues. And what about that whole country? So much painful. Even for your simple work, you will be thinking if you some work assignment is given to you, and now the so many countries are trying to attack on your country, and how you have to make the different diplomacy. So how you have to deal with them, how much energy you need actually, how much encouragement you need, how much enthusiasm you need. Oh, this country, Pakistan is like this, China is like this, Bangladesh is like this, and interrelationships are like this. And then, so US has this kind of hidden agenda, and it is speaking like this, and Russia is like this. So other Middle East countries are like that. Their agendas are like that. They may do this. You need lot of actually energy to understand and to meditate on those things selflessly. Actually, you should not say that I can enjoy, and after that I will think. By that time, many things will happen. So king means he is dedicated himself. So he is fully submitted himself to the welfare of the society. We are going to learn that also. So a leader, what kind of qualities he should have, how he should protect his subordinates, everything in the form of glorification we are going to know today. So, so these Magadhas, Vandyas and Sutas, Vandis actually not Vandyas, Vandis and Sutas, these are all so standing in front of Prthu Maharaj, they want to glorify. So then see what is the response. When they saw Prthu Maharaj saw them, he got surprised. I just appeared now. I didn't do anything. And these people came to glorify me. That is his problem actually. Even I didn't do anything and they are coming to glorify, then he's feeling so shy actually. But let us see the response of Prthu Maharaj for this. पृथुर्वाचा भू सूतहे भूत सूतहे मागध सौम्य वंदे लोकोदुना स्पष्ट गुणस्य मे स्यात् किमाश्रयो मे स्तव एष युज्यताम् मामय्य भुवन् वितथा गिरो वः. King Prthu said, O gentle Suta, Magadha and other devotees offering prayers, the qualities of which you have spoken are not distinct. Why then should you praise me for all these qualities when I do not shelter the speeches? I do not wish for these words meant for me for vain, but it is better that they be offered. Pruthu is saying, O gentle Suta, Magadha and other devotee offering prayers, the qualities of which you have spoken are not distinct in. Actually, Prabhupada is writing is spoken, but it is going to be spoken actually. They didn't still know they didn't speak. वो लोग बोलने वाले हैं अभी. तो बोलने वाले चीजों को देखकर पृथु महाराज बोलने लगा. अरे, so let me read the commentary actually. Commentary will be very, so dialogue wise it goes. Prithu Maharaj is लोके अथुना अस्पष्ट गुणस्य मे स्तव अयम किमाश्रयः. Magadas, Vandis Sūtas are there and Maharaj is there, Prthu Maharaj, and he is saying to them, Are aspashta gunasya, in me these qualities what you are going to speak are not, because he knows Magadas, Vandis, what they do, they will be glorifying the qualities. Aspashta gunasya me stavoyam. So you are going to glorify me in whom these qualities are not manifested till now. Kam gunam me drishta studve. What kind of qualities by seeing in me you are going to glorify? I just appeared now. Then these magadhas are saying, we cannot stay without glorifying you. Stavam vina statum na shaknumaha. We cannot stop ourselves without glorifying you, because that is our nature. One these Magadha Suta's nature is always glorifying. This is our nature. We cannot stop ourselves. Then Lord is saying, okay, then mad bhinnasya kasyachit yogya janasya eva kriyamanaha. Then you go and glorify the person, someone is different from me, and who has the qualities already, who manifested, who showed all his qualities by the actions. You go to them and you glorify them. Stavaha yojjitam. Your glorification is better for them. Then these Vandis and Magadhas are saying, Maharaj, what is problem to you? Oh dosha hati. What problem? What is the problem to you? Kim bibeshu, why you are fearing? Why you are fearing? Then Maharaj is saying, Prthu Maharaj, I have no fear for myself. I have fear for your sake. Because you may glorify something and I may not able to manifest, then your words will become useless. This is my fear actually. So that's why I am having the fear for you. Because your words, after you are speaking, and if it is not going to happen, then your words are useless words. That means you will be getting the sin. So that's it wrong actually. Vetataha bhavantu, useless, those words will become useless. This is the meaning of 22nd slide.
So if you glorify someone and that quality is not in that, so we'll get the sin.
हाँ, झूठ मूठ कर ग्लोरिफिकेशन करना माने डुबाना उसको. That is not glorification. ढकेलना गड्ढे में. It's politics then. The prayers and praises by the Sūta, Magadha and Vandi all explain the godly qualities of Maharaj Prthu. But he was Shaktyavesha incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead because the qualities were not yet manifest. However, King Prthu very humbly asked why the devotees should praise him with such exalted words. He didn't want anyone to offer him praise to or glorify him unless he possessed the real qualities of which they spoke. The offering of prayers was certainly appropriate, for he was an incarnation of Godhead, but he warned that one should not accept it as an incarnation of the personality of Godhead without having the godly qualities. At the present moment, there are many so-called incarnations of the personality of Godhead, but there are merely fools and rascals whom people accept as incarnations of God, although they have no godly qualities. Prabhupada is offering, they offer actually. Are why these many Matsya, Varaha, Kurma, so many incarnations are there, and why you are leaving that, and why you are making someone who is not having all these qualities as God, as incarnation of the Lord. This is a foolishness. King Pruthu desired that his real characteristics in the future might justify such words of praise. Although there was no fault in the prayers offered, Prthu Maharaj indicated that such prayers should not be offered to an unfit person who pretended to be an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of God. So next term, तस्मात् परोक्षे स्मदुपसृतान्यलम् करिष्यता स्तोत्रमपि च वाचः सत्युत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवादे जुगुप्सितं न स्तवयन्ति सभ्याः.
O gentle reciter, offer such prayers in due course of time, when the qualities of which you have spoken actually manifest themselves in him. The gentle who offer praise to the Supreme Person of Godhead do not attribute such quality to a human being who does not actually have them.
Yeah. Now, what Prthu Maharaj is saying, so that means Maharaj said that I have fear for you because if you unnecessarily glorify and if those qualities are not manifesting in me, then your my vishaye wo giro ma vitha bhavantu, it may become useless. So then these magadhas are saying, my lord, Gruna Ratnakara, you are the ocean of all the qualities. Bhavatah nikilaha eva ete gunaha spashti bhavishyanti eva. Whatever the qualities we are going to glorify, all will be manifesting in you in future because you are the ocean of the qualities. We know this, Natvaiva. That means we know that all these qualities are going to manifest in you. That's why we want to glorify you. Stumaha, that means we are going to we glorify you. That's why. Then Lord is saying that, Acha, you all know that these qualities will be manifest in me. Okay, then when they are going to manifest, at that time you glorify me. Not now. Yasmad asmad gunaha bhavishyanti tasmat asmad upasritani yashamsi prati stotram alam atyartam karishyatha eva natu kurtha. So you can do in future. You can glorify me in future, not now. Na kurtha, don't do now. And one more thing, at that time also, that means at that time nobody is going to stop you. Once if I manifest all the qualities, nobody is going to stop you. But one condition, at that time also, paroksha eva natu sakshat. And at that time also, don't come in front of me and glorify. You do indirectly, not in front of me. That means what? Maharaj, how he is humble, you know. So he is not at all allowing now to glorify him. Because everyone know Brahmaji already told he is the incarnation of the Lord. Automatically, everyone knows that he will be having all the best qualities. But still, Prthu Maharaj is so humble actually. Being the incarnation of the Lord, Shakti Avesh Avatar of the Lord, he is so humble and he doesn't want to hear his glories, which are not exhibited by him. And also he is saying that even if I exhibit that qualities in future, don't glorify me in front of me. Don't glorify in front of me. Paroksha eva. Natu mat sakshat. Oh, Vandis, you are all best actually. Mono vak kaushala abhigna. You are best and you are experts in glorifying the people. Nahi stavyaha sammukha eva. Don't glorify me in front of my face. So it will be stutva repayitam. You will make me shy if you glorify in front of me, in my face. They feel shy actually. You feel happier if someone glorify. I will be feeling shy. If you are feeling happy, means something gadbade. Repayitum. That means Lord is saying that repayitum yujjate. It will make me shy. Then these Vandis are saying, Kim kurmaha sabhyaihi preritaha. What can we do, Maharaj? We are all now inspired by all these assembly members, all these Munis. They are all pushing us, go and glorify. Like Brahmaji and others who are there, they are not pushing him, pushing them actually. Hey, go and glorify. What we should do, Maharaj? These are all pushing us. So that's why we will start now only. Vayam adunaya arabhyeva tvameva stuvamaha. Now only we will start glorifying you. They are all pushing. What can we do? Then Maharaj is saying that Mrushayeva. Hey, this is useless. Now you don't glorify. This is useless. And he's saying that this is useless. Uttama slokasya gunanuvade sadaiva sarvateva stavaniye sati jugupsitam arachinam madvidam janam. Are, your glorification is meant for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna and Vishnu. Prthu Maharaj is, of course, he's a Shakti Avatar, he's a Jiva Tattva. Na? Actually, he's having the abilities, the Shakti is given to him. That's why he is always humble only. He will never feel that I am the incarnation and I am the Lord. No. He always takes the position like that only. So, and he's saying that to the Vandis, you all glorify Krishna. All the time, all the ways you should glorify Krishna and Vishnu. Not, I am just a recent man. Arvachinam, just now I appeared. Arvachinam madvidam janam nastavayanti. Nastavayanti. You should not glorify me. Nastavayanti janam nastavayanti. You people should not glorify me. Sabhyatva anyathanupatyehe. Otherwise, it will not be good for this assembly. If you glorify, it will not be good for this assembly. Because just now I appeared and now I am asking I am allowing you people to glorify me. Then it is not good for this assembly. It's not good activity. Like that he said. Then we'll see the next sloka. Crossed varnas. Suta is a crossed, mixed.
There's some kind of sub-demigods.
When the Sūta, Vandi, Magadhas, they glorify kings, rich people.
They're glorifying sun also.
Gandharvas, Gandharvas, they glorify the Lord and they glorify Indra. And these Vandis Sūtas, they are in the earthly planet actually. Gandharvas duty also same. But they are for the demigods. And Vandi, Magadhas, Sūtas for the earthly planet kings. Yeah, they'll get gifts.
In a battlefield, also some is that. They also sing.
In battlefield, drums players, I don't know the words. But drums, they are all individually they play, na? Soldiers, like consuls, individual they have drums also. These people cannot go. They by seeing that big army, they get fear actually. Seeing the weapons, these are very soft people actually. And these magadhas, sutas, that's a suta. They Pauranikas actually. They recite Puranas. Not only the Purana from the Vyasdev, they Sthala Puranas and Loka Puranas. There are so many. Sthala Purana.
They
Yeah.
also emphasize the family lineage.
Lineages they glorify.
If the king was, they will go and glorify this lineage.
Yes, yes. Every day morning also they glorify to the king. Yeah. Otherwise, king will not get the enthusiasm to do such a huge activities. Okay, 24th slogan. महद्गुणानात्मनि कर्तुमीशः कस्तावकैस्तावयते सतोऽपि तेस्या भविष्यन्निति विप्रलब्धो जनावहासं कुमतिर्न वेद.
How could an intelligent man, confident enough to possess such exalted qualities, allow his followers to praise him if he did not actually have them? Praising a man by saying that if he were educated, he might have become a great scholar or great personality is nothing but a process of cheating. A foolish person who agrees to accept such praise does not know that such words simply insult him.
So now Maharaj is saying, this is not good for this assembly if you glorify me, like that he said in the previous sloka. So even they are forcing you people, so you should not glorify me. This is not good. So jugupsitam, that means a shy, it will bring the shy actually. I am just recently appeared. You have to, your glorification is meant for the Lord. Like that he said in the previous sloka. Now, so after hearing this, Vandis are saying, Sa uttama sloka bhavaneva. Oh my Lord, you are only that uttama sloka. That Lord is your own. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like that they said. Then Maharaj is saying, Prthu Maharaj, Mahato Bhagavata Gunan Atmani Swasmin Kartum Shirshekari Kartumisha Samardopi Kopi Ko Abhignah Atmanam Stavete Na Kopi Sato Vartamananapi Kim Punar Avartamanan. Then Maharaj is saying, Acha, you people are saying that I can manifest in future. Even now he is saying, even if one is able to manifest all the qualities in future and he is having such a ability, still he should not allow so others to glorify. Atmanam sthavanti nako. Even that means, even actually, he's saying, actually, even if he is having presently that qualities also, you should not allow. And what to speak of those qualities which are going to be manifested in future? Glorifying those qualities? No. We should not allow. Only the mandastu anishopi, but only the fool will, and also who is fool and who is incompetent to manifest those qualities. Such a people only will be allowing to the to glorify the qualities which are going to be manifested in future. Only fools, huh? And who are incompetent. Such a kumatir. And actually, these fools, they don't know what is shame also. Janavahasam. Janavahasam means, so people's laugh. They don't know. So these fools, they don't know, and that's why they are allowing. They allow. Indirectly saying, I'm not so fool that whatever you glorify, I will accept. No. So, because only fool will allow, so, and he doesn't know people's sarcasm. What kind of sarcasm? He is incompetent, but still he will allow. And what kind of sarcasm he doesn't know, he doesn't mind. So people will say that, अरे ये आदमी ऐसा है, ऐसा ऐसा मैंने शस्त्र शास्त्र कलाभ्यासादिकम अकर्ष्यत तदा वीरः पंडितो विदग्धो अभविष्यत इति. सो लोग कैसा बोलते हैं, हिंदी में बोलना इजी लगता है ये तो ऐसा बोलते हैं कि अरे ये आदमी ऐसा है, ये शस्त्र शास्त्र इत्यादि सब कुछ सीखते तो ये बहुत बड़ा पंडित और बहुत बड़ा वीर, बहुत बड़ा सो ज्ञानी बन जाते था ऐसा. लेकिन इसका अर्थ क्या है, ये किया नहीं है, लेकिन करते तो ऐसा बनते थे, लेकिन अभी मूर्ख ऐसे ही रह गया. ऐसा परिहास को वो मंद जान नहीं पाते हैं एक्चुअली, और अलो करते हैं. इनको तो हिंदी मैं क्या करूं. इंग्लिश में बोलना मुझे नहीं आता, इतना रस नहीं आता हिंदी में, इंग्लिश में. So like that, yeah. This kind of people's sarcasm, he doesn't mind and simply allow the so glorification. Even he is not able to manifest those qualities. So like that, Maharaj is saying, a foolish person who agrees to accept such a praise doesn't know that such words simply insult him. So Prthu Maharaj was an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Lord Brahma and other demigods had already testified when they had presented the king with many heavenly gifts. Because he had just been coronated, however, he couldn't manifest his godly qualities in action. Therefore, he was not willing to accept the praise of the devotees. So-called incarnations of Godhead should therefore take lesson from the behavior of King Prthu. So-called incarnations. Nowadays, there are people that गली गली में एक भगवान निकल के आते हैं आजकल. So demons without godly qualities should not accept false praise from their followers. Next. प्रभवो ह्यात्मनः स्तोत्रं जुगुप्स्यन्त्यपि विश्रुताः अपर मो अपर हरि अच्छा अच्छा मैं ह्रीमंत परमोदर पौरुषं वागि ह्रीमंत परमोदराः पौरुषं वा विगर्हितम्. Oh, this is so pointed out. Text is also out actually. That's why I am following Hindi.
As a person with a sense of honor and magnanimity does not like to hear about his abominable actions. A person who is very famous and powerful does not like to hear himself praised.
Yeah. So that's why finally stavakaha prabho na gneyaha yataha prabhava hri ityadi. Swastavakaha prabhavaha na gneyaha. So that's why potential people, powerful people, swastavakaha, they will not allow their glorification. A person who is with a sense of honor and magnanimity doesn't like to hear about his so abominable actions. Abominable actions? Any actions, it's not abominable. Abominable, why? Prabhavo hi atmana. Atmana prabhava means power. Prabhavaha hi atmanah stotram jugupsinti api visrutaha. They feel shy to hear their glorification. Self glorification. That means someone is swa sthavakaha. That means someone is glorified. So they don't like actually. They feel shy. Jugupsitam means they feel shy. Abominable activities के लिए feel shy करना तो naturally है. Here abominable ही नहीं है. So their prowess.
They find it abominable to hear.
They feel it is like a abominable actually. Vigarhitam. That means paurusham va. Vigarhitam va means here iva. Actually, the last line va is there, na. So Vishwanath is quoting it as va means iva arthe. Va shabda iva arthe. That means they feel it as like a vigarhitam. The vigarhitam means like abominable actually. Their glorification they feel like an abominable thing actually, which should not be heard like that they feel.
Translation.
Like this somewhere, you know.
Looks like a printing mistake.
Yes.
Multiply this.
We should write to BBT. So, vigarhitam paurusham iva. So they have good qualities. These nice people who have good qualities, they don't allow glorification. They feel like it's a shy. Like how, like someone says, like example is given. Example, I am satam dharmadhvam se parama samartaha. So they feel glorification like vigarhitam. Like example, someone said vigarhitam is expressed shameful. How shameful example for shameful is given. Shameful thing. कोई आपको ऐसा प्रशंसा किए हैं, अरे ये तो धर्म नष्ट करने में परम समर्थ है. धर्म को नष्ट करने में परम समर्थ है, ऐसा ग्लोरीफाई करते तो आपको कैसा लगेगी? ऐसा ये लोग माने उनका अच्छा क्वालिटीज को भी ऐसा ट्रीट करेंगे, एकदम सुनने के लिए योग्य नहीं है, ऐसा ट्रीट करेंगे. समझ में आ रहा है? नहीं है? Got it? No? What I am saying, someone who is a proper person, he will not accept the glorification. He feel glorification like what? Like someone say to you, so you are the best in destroying the dharma. You are powerful in destroying the dharma. So you'll not like the same way. So like that, so they will reject the glorification. Okay. Next, vayam tu vidita loke sotadyapi varimabhihi karmabhihi katamatmanam gapayishyama balavat.
King Prthu continued, my dear devotees, headed by Sutta, just now I am not very famous for my personal activities because I have not done anything praiseworthy. You could glorify. Therefore, how will I engage you in praising my activities exactly like children?
Balavat means, bala means you can take two means. Children also, like fool. Bala means fool also. Ignorant person, fool. Like a fool, how I can allow you to glorify me? Because he is saying clearly, Vayam tu avidita loke sutadyapi adyapi varimabhihi. Varimabhihi means best activities. Till now I didn't perform, I didn't show any best activities in the society. Katam, how I can allow you people to glorify me? Like a fool only will allow. Okay. Getting Prabhu?
Why in the present day and time, like we are very happy. Any kind of praise, even if I am very best at destroying Dharma, I feel happy. I want why this condition.
This conditioning actually, yes. This is false ego. Yeah. Because of false ego. There is also one kind of pleasure. So ego level pleasure, intellectual pleasure, mental pleasure, bodily sensual pleasure, levels of pleasure. The highest is pleasure when glorified, ego will be boosted actually. We identify ourselves as body and any activities done through the body. So we consider ourselves. That is the first of all, ahankar vimudatma karta itu manyate. And we have glorified those activities which are done by the body, we feel more happy. Actually, prakriti kriyamanani guneh karmani sarvasha. All the activities are done by the prakriti. So that's what is the mood of a devotee. So who understood the philosophy properly, so he see clearly the who is the doer. So karya karana kartritve prakritir hetiruchyate. So in yesterday's class we have seen, even if you do any, that means material activities, I am saying like material pious activities, good activities. So who are doing actually, Atma is simply, it is what? It is like a chit padartha, and it is just entering into the, it is just being covered by the avidya, is first of all forgetting who is he. I am not so, it is not knowing that he is a soul. And on top of that, being covered with the false ego, it is getting the false identification towards the body, mind, intelligence, senses, and also chittam. And and what actually, if we see pen, example I am giving. One example, you see, there is in front of, this is the eye, is a senses, this is eye, you consider it as eye. In front of eyes, if we keep a pen, who is seeing this pen? Actually, eyes are watching. Eyes are karana, and but who is operating eyes? Huh? Karya karana kartrutvam. Karyam is pen. Pen is karyam, is effect actually. That means adibhutam. And who is the karana? Eyes are the karana. For seeing activity, who is the karana? Eyes. Kartrutvam is demigods. Demigods are the controller of these eyes, not the soul. So these eyes are controlled and operated by the demigods as per the karma. And sanctioning is done. So demigods to control this, that sanctioning is done by Paramatma. But who is the doer? Here Karta, who is the Karta? Adi Daivam is the Karta. That means demigods are the Karta. So that's why Karana Karya Karana Kartrutve Prakritir Heturuchyate. So that means eyes are watching this photo, this taking the image of this pen, and it is transferring to the mind. Then mind is passing it to the intelligence. Intelligence is comparing the all the impressions which are stored in the chitta. So various impressions, and it is matching. Intelligence is matching this photo is matching with which kind of impression, and what is the name of that impression. So also it is seeing intelligence. Finally, intelligence is deciding that this is pen. So knowledge is produced in the buddhi, actually intelligence. This is pen. This knowledge is produced where? In the buddhi. Then liking or like disliking that pen is done by whom? Mind is doing. Mind is doing. I like it. I don't like it. Mind is doing the liking or disliking. But this Babu is sitting here and being forgetting himself as soul and being covered by the false ego, thinking that I like it. Actually, who is liking or disliking? Mind. But he is saying that now he is identifying one I, that means I-ness. That means he is identifying I-ness with the mind. That means he's identifying himself as mind and thinking that I like and I don't like. That means watching this pen and also identifying this pen, then liking or disliking, everything is done by whom? Prakrute kriyamanani gunah karmani sarvashaha. This senses, mind, intelligence, chittam, everything came from whom? From the Prakriti. 23 elements. Yes, sir. So that means Prakriti's elements all are, everything is done by Prakriti. Ahankara vimudatma, that means being covered by this ahankara false ego, and this jivatma is thinking that I'm the karta. Actually, when this kind of, so again and again, if we read Bhagavatam and try to meditate on the proper philosophy, if we maintain that consciousness, after hearing, after maximum maybe it's 10-15 minutes, it will be there. But immediately we go into the trap of once again we forget who am I and who are we, and getting the trapped by this false ego and thinking that I did this, I did that. So
Endeavor is from soul.
only claiming is by soul. Why it is able to claim? Because it is also having inherently the quality of what? I-ness. That means the sense of I is there in the Jivatma also. And false ego is also giving the false sense of I. And if Jivatma inherently doesn't have true sense of I, can it relate the false sense of I given by the false ego? It cannot. So that's why true sense of I is there in the Jivatma. And also true sense of doingness also is there in the Jivatma. True sense of knowingness also is there in the Jivatma. If these are all not there in the truly, then it cannot claim. If you don't have body shape, how this shirt can be having the shape? Yes or no? True sense of kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, and natrutvam all are there in that particle Jivatma. But those are all now falsely. So false kartrutvam, false gnatritvam, false bhoktrutvam is getting because of false ego. Why false ego is able to give that kind of false identity? Because it is covered by now with the avidya. That is the problem. Avidya avrutam actually. So that's why we went here. The reason, as much as we meditate, we try to understand the real identity. On top of that, this Jivatma is Dasa Bhuto Hari. This is the servant of the Lord, and whatever these facilities are given to this Jivatma, false ego, chittam, intelligence, mind, senses, everything it try to utilize in the service of the Lord. And that kind of state of consciousness has to be maintained for the 24/7, then that is known as pure devotion. That's why we need at least mode of goodness with us. Then only we'll be in this state. अदरवाइज बहुत जल्दी फर करके गिर जाते हैं. कुछ भी हुआ तो कुछ राजसिक एक ब्यूटीफुल कुछ फिगर देखा तो बस चढ़ गया दिमाग. This will happen because of the so much storage is there in the chitta. There are so many impressions are there. Immediately वैसे एकदम इतना बड़ा मने एकदम मने लगभग 10 किलोमीटर टाइड एक्चुअली आकर आपके ऊपर गिर गए तो the height of the tide is 10 kilometers height. Such a tide is coming and falling on you. Then what will you do? Driven away like that. At least try to be away from the big tides. This is Rajas and Tamas, the environment, whatever we have, this is the big tides and it will drive away your consciousness. Whatever knowledge you maintain, your intelligence, that will take in. Tide. Hello. Lair. Be in the mode of goodness and continuously in the association of real sadhus, that means pure devotees. And when that's just only to maintain body, we do some activity and get the food clean and neat and try to be in the sattvic environment and with the focused people all the time in the association of focused people. Then if you try like this, थोड़ा सा improvement है. Otherwise, what do you think? This Krishna consciousness is so cheap? Not so cheap actually. So powerful actually. Maintaining this consciousness is not. First of all, understanding itself is difficult, and retaining it for all the time and acting on that. So that's why holy name. So we regularly holy name will take care of everything, but who is going to chant holy name? You need all these things, arrangements. This setup is needed actually. Then only you can. Then even this chitta is so polluted, this holy name is going to purify that, clean that. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavakya. So thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the fourth canto, 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled King Prthu's appearance and coronation. Yes, sir.
What we just discussed is the forward solution. Bhakti is the only way we can deal with such kind of starvation for praises. I have a question. I don't know if this is the time devotees feel some calmness during practicing pure devotion. In order to satisfy the latent urge for getting appreciation, in our couples or in our community, we create a culture of appreciation. Some people are really starving for appreciation. If we create a culture of appreciation, at least for some time for us,
This is good actually. Creating the culture of appreciation is good for the everyone, but the person who is going to hear in the beginning only I said no, actually appreciation subordinates always they should appreciate the superiors. But what is the what kind of consciousness should be maintained by the superior? So that is
we want to appreciate not just this way. We want to appreciate that. Subordinates to appreciate for
appreciation is one of the good quality actually. Appreciation should be done, but when a subordinate also, if he takes the appreciation, what kind of mood he should have? He should not take it as he is doing. So he should understand that yeah, he should maintain a humble position and I'm insignificant Jivatma and everything. When the real philosophy comes into mind at that time, immediately give the credit to the Lord only. Everything, all credit will be given to the Lord. So that if it is not maintained, then so falsely if we take everything on him, then that will lead to the enviousness and next door. Who is sitting the next to the accepting, falsely accepting the appreciation? Who is sitting beside to this? Enviousness. Then he will be, oh, why he's getting this appreciation? Why I'm not getting? Then that enviousness will lead to the fighting. So that's why appreciation should go on, but what is the consciousness should be maintained. So while hearing that appreciation, that is also emphasized. Otherwise, sometimes people, and also there should be appreciation should not be like a throwing into the ditch. So false appreciation, too much appreciation. This is also not good actually. That spoils also, and so that's why we should do like this in the practices. How what should be? We should train the people, appreciate their superiors, and also we should train the people when one person is hearing the appreciation, what kind of consciousness he should be having. Credit should be given to whom? Credit should be given. We are insignificant Jivatma. And we are nothing. And everything, whatever is done by the Prakriti and it belongs to the Lord and Paramatma. So that's why its credit goes to the Lord only. And he gives credit to the Lord. So such a mood is maintained then what will happen? So good atmosphere will be built actually.
There are easy platform. They expect appreciation. So
Like donors.
even they started practicing also, and they do some seva. It's a duty of the devotee to appreciate.
Yes.
But he doesn't have the knowledge to take in the right direction because it's very
Very nice. We should appreciate. Like appreciation is not at all a bad quality. So it's from our side, being a person to appreciate, we are being good. But person who is taking that, he should be very cautious. He should not go that thing. Prthu Maharaj is teaching to us what is your reaction for the someone's appreciation. This is the main thing to learn actually. But appreciation should be done. Glorification should be done. Glorification should be done to the guru and all the Siksha gurus, superiors. But superior glorifying his mentee is dangerous for him actually. Mentee you should not. Then like father should not glorify son. Like a teacher should not glorify student. No, he'll be spoiled actually.
It is to say that we have done so much. It does not like anything, but never he has complained.
That's a mode of passion actually. Students in the mode of passion, they think like that. So, but teacher, because he takes care. He takes care of the wholesome growth of the student, keeping that in the mind. So it will be leading to the big problem of that means getting the false pride, and that will be also spoiling his relationship with the other students. He'll misbehave. So that's why, and time to time, very rarely. So just to not to discourage him, so he may just appreciate so moderately, but the superiors they should be always careful to handling in their subordinates. But subordinates all the time they should see the good qualities in the superiors. Even there is a mistake in them, they should not see that. And they should not point. We have seen this already.
That's what in the mode of passion, rewards and recognition.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did very well for 1 week in morning.
Yes.
He becomes morning program in charge.
Yeah. Yeah. That will be there. So that's why it's like a now gray area. It is.
It should be subjected appreciation.
It's a gray area now. So the strong area is plus and minus, white and blue. White and black is so white and black rules are so juniors should not accept appreciation and should not accept like juniors, subordinates. And also always they should appreciate the seniors. This is a black and white scene. This is and whenever someone appreciate even you are a superior, then you have to be so what kind of consciousness when you hear even your subordinates, you should give credit to the Lord and everything because come to the remember the philosophy properly and give credit to the Lord. So everything should be because Prakriti is energy of the Lord. And even if you go and inside, if you see, actually fact, that is also fact actually. So that the way he should not take any credit and be humble all the time. That is the mood of the person who is hearing appreciation. Now then gray area if you come, then so like donors and like this, sometimes appreciation is needed for the to encouragement of the new people. And that should not become poison for them. So if that means appreciation, if there is no appreciation, then only I will do. Otherwise, I will not do. This also will come.
Another position.
Hmm.
They expect both.
It's not just valid for
Yeah, that is gray area actually.
it's not just valid for you.
Yeah. Okay, it's like Samayanukula actually, as per the. Hmm. Now we'll go to the next chapter. Praise of King Prthu by the professional reciters. Maitreya Uvacha Iti Bruvanam Nrupatim Gayaka Munichoditaha Tushtu Manasas Tattva Amrita Sevaya.
The great sage Maitreya completely. While King Prthu thus spoke, the humility of his nectarian speeches pleased the reciters very much. Then again they continued to praise the king highly with exalted prayers, as they had been instructed by the great sages.
Yeah. So what is the reaction then? Maharaj is clearly saying that not to appreciate him. But these Vandis Ma-gadhas Sūtas iti Bruvanam Nrupatim Gayakaha Munichoditaha. All the Munis, that means assembly members, great sages, Choditaha. They are all inspiring them. Go and appreciate, go and appreciate. So Muni Prayuktaha Sutadhyaha Shodase Tushtuhu Prthum. They glorified. Now in the whole chapter we are going to see the glorification only. Prthu Maharaj's glorification, which is not done by him, but he's going to do it in future. So, And after hearing this, yes, then after that, in the next chapter, he is going to milk the Mother Earth by making different things as cows. And
These bards, they were told that these people were survived by the sea. So they had to.
actually, Munis sages, they inspired in next third slok it is coming actually. These they say yathopadesham munibihi asmad antakaranam pravishya krutam. That means these Vandis Sūtas, what they are saying, Maharaj, we are not glorifying you falsely. These sages, they entered into our heart and revealed what we should glorify. That we are glorifying. We are not doing, we are not exceeding that. Whatever they inspired in our heart, that only we are glorifying. That in the next slok it comes. So let us see the purport. Here the word Munichodita indicates instructions received from the great sages and saintly persons. That means the sages, they entered into the heart of these sutas, magadhas, and inspired. That glorification they are doing. Although Maharaj Prthu was simply enthroned on the royal seat and was not at the time exhibiting his godly powers, the reciters like the Suta, the Magadha, and the Vandi understood that King Pruthu was an incarnation of God. They could understand this by the instructions given by the great sages and learned Brahmanas. We have to understand the incarnations of God by the instructions of authorized person. Prabhupada bringing out the lesson actually. What he's saying, we have to understand the incarnations of the God by the instructions of the authorized persons. Like here, Vandi, Magadha, Sutas are inspired by whom? By the sages, who are authentic people. So then only they are glorifying the Lord. So, but nowadays people, unauthorized people are telling that some person as the supreme person, some person as avatar of the Lord, and another blind people, they are following them and started making the cult. Different cults are coming up. This is the Prabhupada is attacking on this actually. So we cannot manufacture a God by our own concoctions. As stated by the Narottam Das Thakura, Sadhu Shastra Guru. One has to test all spiritual matters according to the instructions of saintly persons, scriptures, and the spiritual master. Triangle check. Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. The spiritual master is one who follows the instructions of his predecessors, namely the sadhus, or saintly persons. Important point should be noted here. A bona fide spiritual master doesn't mention anything not mentioned in the authorized scriptures. That means people, they say that my Guru Maharaj told that to do this, that's it is pure devotion. So he said to me to work in a company and earn some money, and if you give this much, that means donation, and if you chant 16 rounds, okay, this is pure devotion. Guru Maharaj didn't say it's a pure devotion. So Guru Maharaj instructed to do this in the beginning days actually. When he is getting that means when he met 10 years, 20 years back, when he was fully, that means not convinced to the Krishna consciousness. At that time, Gurudev instructed, you do this. Then, oh, my Guru Maharaj told to me to work in the company and help this temple. So I am doing this. So this is why. So as per my instructions of Gurudev, I am doing this is pure devotion. They say like that. But actually, here we should understand. Gurudev is instructing us as per our at that time whatever the level we have, conviction or faith we have on the Lord, based upon that instruction is given. So whatever said by Guru Maharaj, if I follow, then that is pure devotion. This kind of standard is brought into the society. But what is the point is given here? A bona fide spiritual master doesn't mention anything not mentioned in the authorized scriptures. That means on the name of Guru Maharaj's instruction, whatever you are doing, of course, his early instructions are given like that to you. So you are making now it as standard definition of Suddha Bhakti. This is wrong. Guru never speak. That means Guru's definition is also Suddha Bhakti is as per the scriptures given by the Rupa Goswami. Anya Abhilasha Sunyam Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam Amikulini Krishnanu Bhakti Ruttama. And he is giving the early instructions in your early spiritual life. So simple instructions he is giving in early spiritual life only to encourage you. It's not that now he said that in my early life of spiritual, these instructions are given, now I am doing, so I am pure devotee. This is wrong. Huh?
More important.
Yes. That's why Guru, if you want to understand Guru, triangle chuck is there, Baba. You should not speculate on the Guru's instructions as per your wish, as per your convenience. Guru is giving the instruction to you now based upon this is my eligibility. So that's why he's giving this instruction. But my Guru also always expected me to come to the definition given by Shastra. Because my Guru never go against the Shastra. So people are thinking that to give, it apparently looks like that it's a good thing. Oh, Prabhupada, our Guru can do anything. Apparently it looks like he is appreciating Guru, but actually he is insulting Guru actually. You are insulting Guru. You are saying that Guru can go against the scriptures.
My Guru is incorrect. That is also insult.
Insult actually. That is also insult. That's the Prabhupada is clearly mentioning here. A bona fide spiritual master doesn't mention anything not mentioned in the other scriptures. Now presently here you are all seeing. Is another what is that? Hypocrisy. Too muchness actually.
I want to do some pure devotional service, or like I want to continuously chant, and but my spiritual master said something to follow dharma, like to follow which is mentioned in scriptures only, but not pure devotional service.
Misrita Bhakti.
Something like that. So if I do that Misrita Bhakti, if I don't do that Misrita Bhakti, Guru Avajna,
100%.
then how to
because he's seeing the qualification, your qualification is now to do this. He is not qualified because artificially we say that I am qualified. So Guru's role is like you see now, boy, after hearing the glories of IIT, then he is tomorrow onwards he is taking bag and sitting in the IIT. Instead of qualification, getting there, cracking it. Everyone like after hearing the qualities of Suddha Bhakti, everyone feel liking. That means, oh, I like it and I will do like that. Baba, but you have to have the qualification. Who knows that? Guru knows. Even in the case of Arjuna, karmanya vadikar, vyavasayatmik buddhi rekha kurunandan, he told or not in the 42nd sloka. And then after that, he is saying that karmanya vadikar, but you are not meant for doing the vyavasayatmik buddhi, so not to do the pure devotion. Your karmanya vadikara, your adhikara is in the karma. That why he is saying Arjuna is extreme. Personally, you should not take for the personal sake of Arjuna. No, it is actually teaching to us only. There, Acharya clarifying. So this instruction is valid karmanyavadikarastha if you are not qualified to do the pure devotion. When you can do pure devotion, when you fully surrender, that means when you got the strong faith, then only so you can do this. So otherwise you should do karma. So that's why you should understand Bhagavad Gita in a contextually, in the yogyata wise, as per the directions of the acharyas. So that's a Guru see the ability of the candidate and yogyata of the candidate as per he will be giving the service.
But in a hypothetical situation, so if the candidate is qualified for pure devotion and he wants to do pure devotion, but Guru is giving something lesser, so if he doesn't follow, is that
that means Guru is not competent enough. You are saying they're not able to identify the. If really such a guru is there, then he's a neophyte guru who is not able to understand the. But how you can decide? Sadhu and Shastra, you should not decide immediately Guru as per your speculation. Triangle check you should do.
So then, will the doctor constitute?
Then you should do from in that hypothetical situation. There may sometimes some neophyte gurus also, neophyte people also may become guru. We are not avoiding that situation. In that situation, then what has to be done? Sadhu and Shastra are going to clarify you actually. You should check with your gurus before deciding he is a neophyte guru. So you have to check with the Sadhu and Shastra. That's the triangle is given.
Okay, so then what?
Then you have to be respectfully be away from him. That is the situation given. Who Jiva Goswami mentions this. If some guru became neophyte and not allowing you to do the advanced things, even you are qualified, then how to behave with him? Then he's saying that from far distance you should respect and you should not offend him. Okay.
Spiritual master give general instruction. Be an eager. Go to him and then he will give after identifying that he will tell you. So it doesn't mean that guru is.
Of course, I'm saying hypothetical situation. He is saying hypothetical. That means in all the ways it is verified. Then he is saying hypothetical means it's provided this is true for time being. So that's why a bona fide spiritual master doesn't mention. He sees a simple present tense. Doesn't mention means simple present tense. That means it's a natural behavior. That is. It's a natural behavior. Doesn't mention anything not mentioned in the authorized scriptures. Ordinary people have to follow the instructions of Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. Those statements made in the Shastras and those made by the bona fide Sadhu or Guru can't differ from one another. Triangle. Sadhu, Guru, and Shastra always they go hand in hand. Why we fight? Because of we are neophyte. Not able to understand Sadhu, Guru, and Shastra. Then we'll fight. Then lot of time will go on this kind of things. That's why they're raising the standards of the studying the books deeply is very important. This is lacking. Is a seriously lacking in our society. Seriously lacking, not able to meditate on the sentence. They are not so passionate actually, all the time going here, going there, going here, going there. This is becoming too much actually. Lot of too much hyperactivities and not stable to peacefully sit and hear and meditate and do the actions based upon that. That is very much needed. Prabhupada says, if you don't read my books, you will be all the time. This Japan, I'll go and I will go America. This kind of hyperactivities will go on. And no use of this. If you don't read my books, like that is a very strong. He says this one. Yeah.
How to happen? In the end, it's not that the qualified people are trained. Anybody and anyone comes, opportunity as well. So,
I couldn't understand. It is opportunity of what?
practicing Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
So that's why it's not that oh, you are qualified, you are in the mode of Buddhism, and then no. You go to anyone and anyone and they come to Krishna consciousness, they start practicing. So, fruit of passion and ignorance.
So what is the point?
So what I'm saying that
To Mike.
there are two things. Devotees, those who are sincere and qualified, they actually come to the spiritual gurus or something, or I want to take it. And our case is that we go to the people.
Yes.
So what I'm saying that when they come for practicing Krishna consciousness, there's a baggage that comes with that, mode of passion and ignorance. So there will be these challenges would be there. That's all I'm saying. That the passion and ignorance would be surcharged in the activities of the people who are started practicing Krishna because they are not qualified enough, and because of the mercy of
we are also having the baggage.
exactly that is what I'm saying. That, so it's not that it is mercy of Srila Prabhupada that we are here today, otherwise we would be somewhere else.
Yes.
So this is going to happen. So, but as you said that we have to raise the bar. But I think this problem will be consistent.
Yeah. What is the solution then? That baggage, how it will be finished, and how you have to guide them. You have to guide them by sitting steadily and so making them to study books deeply. Otherwise, what will happen? So they will be in a hyper action and take the neophyte discussions and fight. That's the point actually. Main point is so that's such a baggage who has, then they are hyperactive and they are not years and years are going and still they are in the hyperaction only, not come to the level of the understanding things and why the neophyte discussions and fightings. That is the point here. The reason is so not having the study of the scriptures. That's the point. We welcome everyone. So, but when Prabhupada preached rigorously, preached and also is giving the key to them. That means giving the reminder to them. Hey, read books deeply and so become stable, strong. So when we strong, then they are able to see sadhu, guru, and shastra are speaking one. Otherwise, they see differently, and different opinions will come and different fightings will have. This is the point. Thus, we have to learn from the Lord. Reciters like Suta and the Magadha were confidentially aware that King Prthu was an incarnation of the personality of Godhead. Although the king denied such a praise because he was not at that time exhibiting his godly qualities, the reciters didn't stop praising him. Rather, they were very pleased with the king, who, although actually an incarnation of God, was so humble and delightfully in his dealing with devotees. In this connection, we may note that previously it was mentioned that King Pruthu was smiling and was in pleasant mood while speaking to the reciters. Thus, we have to learn from the Lord or his incarnation how to become gentle and humble. Prthu Maharaj actually, when these Vandis Magadhas came forward to appreciate him with a gentle way, with smiling face, he was saying these things. Hey, you should not appreciate me like that. Such an anger was not there actually. Gentle and humble. Prabhupada is reminding based upon that point what we should learn. Next one. Nalam vayam te mahimanu varnane yo deva varyovataramayaya venam gajatasya cha paurushani te pachaspati namapi babrugur Brahmur. Yes, Prabhu.
The reciters continued, Dear King, you are a direct incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, and by his causeless mercy you have descended to this earth. Therefore, it is not possible for us to actually glorify your exalted activities. Although you have appeared through the body of King Vena, even great orators, speakers like Lord Brahma and other demigods cannot exactly describe the glorious activities of your lordships.
Yeah. Reciters. So now they are mentioning. Yes. You are the incarnation of the Lord. Nobody knows your activities. We have seen in the Brahma himself, Purukarakavan, in the second canto, 7th chapter. Brahma himself says that Lord is having the innumerable qualities. Even Lord doesn't know how many qualities he has. It doesn't mean that he is not Sarvagna. He is Sarvagna, but he is also Ananta parallelly. Simultaneously Sarvagna and also Ananta. That's why if you say he is Sarvagna, then he is not Ananta. So that's it. And if you say he is Ananta, then he is not Sarvagna. Not here. Acharyas remind us, don't mix these two. He is Ananta also, he is Sarvagna also. Whatever qualities he exhibits, he knows everything. In past, present, and yes. So he is being Ananta. Yes, that is also true that he is not knowing his own qualities, how many he has. Innumerable. Innumerable. So then what to speak of this Brahmaji, you and me? Nothing. So these Vandis, they are saying the same point actually. We don't know the qualities of yours, my Lord. And but we know you are the incarnation. That's why let us try actually to glorify you. In the purport, we see in this verse, the word Maya means by your causeless mercy. By your causeless mercy, we are going to glorify you. By your causeless mercy. So here, Mayavadis, Maya means they take in the different way. Lord is out of Maya, they think. That means Lord's body is out of Maya. Only Brahman, only absolute truth. Brahman is the truth, is the Satchit Anandamaya. That means Nirguna Nirvishesh Chinmatra Satta. So that is only the true. And now that is reflecting on the Maya. That means Maya is having the two vrittis, two functions. One is Vidya and Avidya. So when this Brahman is reflecting on the Vidya, then that is known as Ishvara. They are considering it as that is a Vishnu. They consider like this. But actually, no. Ishvara, Vishnu is not the reflection of the Brahman and the Maya. No. Vishnu himself is that. Actually, that Brahman is the source of that Brahman. Because that Brahman is also effulgence of his body. What is the proof? Brahmano hi pratishtaham. I am the source of Brahman. Krishna himself is saying. Tamasastu parastat. That means I am behind this. That means Aditya Varnam. That means behind this effulgence, there is a one person is there. Upanishads also they are saying. Okay. Hey, chalo. Idhar mat aao. It's not your time. There are two kinds of Maya, Yoga Maya and Mahamaya. Mahamaya, they have no clue of Mahamaya actually. They think everything is one Maya only. That is the problem. There is a Yoga Maya, which is a transcendental Maya, which is having in the Bhagavad Sandarbha, we can see Jiva Goswami is establishing. And he is fighting with the Advaitins actually. He is refuting the Advaitins concepts and establishing Yoga Maya. Prabhupada is writing, we should therefore reject Mayavada explanations that Lord appears in a body given by the external potency, the material energy. Okay, now I am going to the next sloka. Atapyudarasravasa hruto hare kalaavatarasya katamrutaatruta yatopadesham munibih prachodita shlagyani karmani vayam vitanmahi.
Although we are unable to glorify you adequately, we nonetheless have a transcendental taste for glorifying your activities. We shall try to glorify you according to the instruction received from authoritative sages and scholars. Whatever we speak, however, is always inadequate and very insignificant. Dear King, because you are a direct incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all your activities are liberal and ever laudable.
Okay, thank you. So now, Vandis Magadhas Sutas clarifying, my Lord, we are not going to glorify you like that whimsically, no. In our heart, these Munis, they entered and they inspired. Munibihi asmad antakaranam pravisya kratam upadesham. That means Munis, they are what we should glorify you. In how they entered in our heart and they taught to us. According to that only we are going to glorify. Whatever upadesha they did in our heart, that only we So as per that only we'll glorifying you. Here, one should speak to the general populace in accordance with the one's predecessors, sadhu, guru, and shastra. This simple process is the easiest method by which one can glorify the Lord. So that's why Shrutivatanita, even Brahmaji also says in the third canto, 9th chapter, he is glorifying the Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. At that time, I am glorifying my Lord as per the Shruti, as per the Shastra. You cannot bring out the qualities you like the Lord, and you cannot bring out the qualities which are whimsical actually. And you may feel it's nice. And you cannot assume any form. Lord is an innumerable form, then I will make my Lord as a puppy dog, and I will worship in the form of puppy dog. No. If you have such a weak mind, actually, which is not purified by the Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, whose heart is not purified by the, are not strict to the not, so determined to follow the Guru and Sadhu and Shastra, such a weak heart can accept all the nonsense from the society. That's why, that means they want to be cheated. There are so many are sitting, waiting to cheat actually. That's why our intelligence, our acceptance should be all the time strictly, that means thoroughly verified through the Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. We are very lazy actually to apply these three. That's why we accept anything, everything, and make everything like completely kachara, that means dirty, and then sitting in the dirty place and feeling, oh, I have this doubt, I have that, I will decide this, that, I will decide that. All the time we feel. Who made this situation? Yourself. Because you are lazy in verification. For verification, you need to have patience. You need to put effort. You need to think. You need to contemplate. Whatever you heard, you have to contemplate. You should not accept just like that out of laziness. Contemplate. Atmavare srotavyah mantavyah nididhyasitavyascha. So you should hear, then after that, mananam should be done. Mananam means sitting peacefully and what he is speaking, whether it is right or wrong. So what are the proof that, what is the sastrical proof? If such a angle is not there in you, ऐसा जो भी कुछ भी सुनेंगे हाँ अच्छा लगा बस अच्छा लगा डालते जाओ आपको नहीं पता चलता आपके अंदर बहुत कुछ कूड़ा ऑलरेडी चले गया और बहुत कुछ कंट्रोवर्शियल फीलिंग्स ऑलरेडी आप में बन गए आपको पता नहीं तो कुछ दिन के बाद प्रभु जी मैं ऐसा सुना ये ऐसा है वो ऐसा है उस समय इतना डाउट्स आने लगे साफ रखो जो भी सीखते हैं वो सही ढंग से शास्त्रिक वे में और अथेंटिक वे में सीखो गुरु साधु शास्त्र के अनुसार उल्टा पुल्टा सीख के और कंफ्यूजन खुद को बना रहे हैं for that you should be very patient and should be determined, should be in the mode of goodness at least. लेजी रहेंगे तो बस अपना जीवन खुद को खराब करना है बस. We are passive, we are not active, passive listeners. Maya. Maya is having two functions, vidya and avidya. That's goodness is vidya, passion and ignorance is avidya. So their their explanation for the creation is how they say they have flaw actually they have their flaw. Now they are saying that Maya, when it is Brahman is reflecting on the Maya, then Vidya, if it is reflects on Vidya, then Ishvara coming, and if it is reflecting on Brahman is reflecting on Avidya, Avidya is making this song, that means Antakaranas. So Antakarana, if it is reflecting, then those are all Jivas. If you ask from where this Maya is coming, which is cause for the Vidya and Avidya, then they say that This Jiva is the cause for that. But Jiva came because of Maya. After Maya, they are stuck. They will be caught there only. All Vaishnava, Madhvacharya and Ramanuja catching them there. And there's a fight. They say so many other, that means that means you cannot, unreasonable reasons they give. Irrational reasons. That is a way to defeat the Mayavad philosophy. Anyway, this is it's a big fight. Okay, now एष धर्म भृतां श्रेष्ठो लोकं धर्मेनु वर्तयन् गोप्ता च धर्म सेतूनां शास्ता तत्परिपन्थिनाम्.
This king, as Prthu, is the best amongst those who are following religious principles. As such, he will engage everyone in the pursuit of religious principles and give those principles all protection. He will also be a great chastiser to the irreligious atheistic.
So now they started glorifying like this. This king is Dharma Brutam Shrestha. He is the best among the holders of Dharma. Next, Dharma Setunam Shasta. He is going to protect all the Varna and Ashrama rules. Dharma Setu means rules and regulations of Dharma, Varna Ashrama Dharma, and also Bhagavad Dharma. Gupta. He is also protector. So the king qualities we should learn from here. The duty of king or head of the government is described very nicely in this verse. It is the duty of the governmental head to see. That means if you want to in future, when we are going to have our own communities, when we are going to so define what is the duty of a Kshatriya, then we have to take from here. Here and also in another place, actually Kardamuni was telling so about glorifying the Swayambhu, how the king looks. That is also, and like that many places we can find. And in the 7th canto also we can see in the 11th, 12th chapters the duties of king. So from the Bhagavatam and also Mahajan, so Bhishmadev is explaining about the Kshatriya duties to Yudhishthir Maharaj in Shanti Parva. From there also, and which are really favorable to the Vaishnava king actually. So you may be getting the duties of king in the many other other dharma shastras also, but our goal is making everyone into the pure devotion, entering them into the pure devotion. So that's why we accept only those things which are in favorable to the pure devotion service.
Ramayana also.
Yeah.
Goes to meet Ram in the forest. And Ram asks him 26 questions.
Yes.
26 characters.
Yeah, we have this. That's why we should compile all together and see the possibility. So and make a curriculum actually. Present time, what is how much is possible, but in future, how many are possible, and based upon the curriculum, that means those qualities. What kind of training should be given to bring out this quality in the person? First of all, identifying the varna of the person, at least some compatibility based upon the astrology. So also we should understand his nature and how much compatibility he has to receive this training, and what kind of training should be given to get this quality. So such a curriculum if we make, then that is Varnashrama college curriculum. There is a task pending. Revival, then only the society will be revised. Otherwise, what? Otherwise, like this. So after chanting, introducing holy name, so to bring them to the pure devotional service, make them to the goodness, life of goodness. So then we should give the training for them. So Brahmanical training, Kshatriya training, Vaishya training, Shudra training properly as per the Shastra. So then that's why this movement is going to be there for 10,000 years. This all we are going to happen. Various people will come and contribute, and it is going to manifest actually step by step, like decade by decade. Yeah, it will happen. It will happen. Prabhupada wanted, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted, and by Daiva Varnashrama is it coined by whom? Bhaktivinoda Thakur only. This first time he pronounced this. And previous acharyas are Sanatana Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. All they are expecting this kind of revival. They don't want to see any karma kanda in the society. All the villages and towns everywhere, so chanting the Mahaprabhu's names. So the karma kanda will be wiped off for 10,000 years. Glorious period this is. Everywhere, all people are wearing dhoti and kurta and tilak, and everywhere they are chanting and playing mridangas, kartal. So every evening, Sandhya Harati, morning Mangala Haratis, all these, like if such a peaceful society will be formed. This is going to happen. All technology, everything will be out. Yeah, this is true, bro. Our acharyas are saying, na? Mahaprabhu said or no? Every town and village, so Krishna's names are chanted actually. This is the way. We'll be coming again and again. You don't think that you are going back to the Golok. No, you'll be invited back. You all have to come and push this movement actually. Till the time it manifests, then only you'll be allowed there. Prabhupada will not allow. Hey, go and do this. He will also come definitely. He might be there. We don't know. So he will also. These acharyas, they will come again and again to fulfill Mahaprabhu's desire.
Any command you have with acharyas?
That is natural, no? Because the spirit of Srila Prabhupada, if you see in the last moments also, and the bed, so what he's focusing on this, and this.
He should empower others. Because acharya is coming again and again.
To set the parampara goes down after actually people are not capable enough to take in the track actually. So that's it, they come and make it track. For that they are the main so leaders, captains actually. Captain without captain, what followers will do? They'll spoil very soon actually. Captains are needed. We are not acharyas. We don't have such ability to manifest things. We need once again like Acharya again. They'll come definitely. This Krishna, Mahaprabhu once he desired means what? That's Krishna's desire. Every town and village is becoming Krishna conscious. But I want to come to assist help. This is my personal desire. I don't want to go over.
Like Prahlad Maharaj.
No. ಇದತ್ತು बहुत आनंद है actually. Assisting them actually. I want to see how all the people, how they are chanting. It will be very nice. In the name of the secular government, the king or governmental head remains neutral and allows people to engage in all sorts of religious activities. Now there is no regulation. That means if they are, whether morning they are waking up, is a Brahmana is doing the Sandhya Vandana or not, Kshatriya is following his duties or not. Nobody is checking whether they are daily. That means as per the qualities, Narada Muni's explanation, every human being, that means 30 qualities he mentions. Shravanam Kirtanam is compulsory for everyone. Even Manusmriti, Manu is also mentioning and Narada Muni is also mentioning. It's a common thing is, Navada Bhakti is common for every human being. This is a basic rule and it should be implemented by the king. But who is checking actually? Nobody is checking. Simply whatever you want to do for your sense gratification, don't disturb other sense gratification. Then that's the fundamental rights means that only. You should not disturb my sense gratification. I will not disturb your sense gratification. So based upon that only criminal process and everything is developed. Criminal process also CRPC, everything built on the fundamental rights only. So that means our intelligence fell down so low. That means our leaders, they are completely ignorant of so who is the proprietor of this universe and what is the duty of the each and every human being. No, that means no idea. Completely ignorantly they built this constitution and that is becoming for us everything. Whole our day-to-day activities are decided by that. And people are raised like anything every day to become more and more passionate and tamasic. That is helping for that. Now there is no regulation, co-living, and also before marriage, also relationship, nobody is going to, because fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. Everything is so argued based upon the fundamental rights. Yes, woman is also equal, this is equal, that is equal, everything, whatever you want to do. If you are willing, then you can do anything. That means no dharma based upon the God-given system is observed in the society, just based upon the whimsically. So develop so-called fundamental rights, this and that. This is a problem.
So recently, government has a abortion as a fundamental right for America.
Yeah. Yes, I heard this. At least some piety. But Prabhupada writes, you see in the last line, however, in Kali Yuga, democratic government can be captured by Krishna conscious people. Yes. Prabhupada is mentioning democratic government captured by Krishna conscious people. If it can be done, the general populace can be made very happy. Is desiring that democratic this good democracy is there. So if we are able to preach more and more and able to develop more and more communities and make them more and more our villages, Krishna conscious villages, then there is a good chance to capture this. He has desire. Somewhere else he will be clarifying also.
How will this happen in vote bank politics? Very good.
But a small ant thinks that how to cross this small flow of water is there and it is thinking. But we just rub it and it can go nicely. Similarly, in the present, whatever the difficulties we feel, that is difficulty for us. But when Lord wants, one shake actually, just like this, everything will be out. So that's why we are like a small sparrow. And that sparrow wants to use her eggs are stolen by the ocean, and now it is want to get the eggs by drying up the whole ocean by its small beak, bringing out the one drop of water. It is thinking it is like that. We are sparrows actually. By seeing our India, who is going to come? Garuda is going to come actually. Yeah, Acharya will come, Garuda will come, and he will make the things. So that's why we should not lose our faith on the every instruction of our Acharya. That is a very difficult damage for our Krishna consciousness. So we are like a sparrows and we will put our complete effort and our Garudas will come and definitely one day. So lift this. That's why like that. We should not with our limited intelligence. That means we are having more ego. We give importance to our ego than the instructions of our Acharyas.
That we become Garuda and
We feel our even though we are sparrows actually. Next. एष वै लोकपालानां बिभर्त्येकस्तनौ तनुः काले काले यथा भागं लोकयोरुभयोर्हितम्.
this king alone in his own body will be able in due course of time to maintain all living entities and keep them in a present condition by manifesting himself as different demigods to perform various departmental activities. Thus, he will maintain the upper planetary system by inducing the populace to perform Vedic sacrifices. In due course of time, he will also maintain the earthly planet by discharging proper rainfall.
So now from this sloka onwards, we are going to see. So first of all, king is having the portions of all the devatas. Varuna, Agni, Chandra, Indra, Chandra, Agni, Varuna. All because these people are protectors of the entire, they are the maintainers of the entire universe. Universal affairs taken by them, and their portions are given to the king so that this king will be able to maintain this small piece of earth. You understand me? The main maintenance are they and their portions, and they are given by the whom? Krishna. Like this it goes actually. So that's why king is embodiment of the portions of various dikpalakas. So various dikpalakas potencies are inside him actually there. So then that's why he is able to handle all the departments nicely. That means he is having the portion of the Indra, so that's why he is able to control the people. And he is having a portion of the Vayu, that's why he is able to see everything in a right direction. That means what is right and what is wrong is he able to clear because of Vayu portion is in him. And because of he's having the portion of the Chandra, that's why he is, whenever he has to cool, that means able to forgive, he is able to forgive. So that's why a leader will be having the qualities of all these demigods, portions. Should have. Then only he can become a efficient a leader actually. So,
context, now we are not having the prime minister elected by the.
he should be having all this. He should be. By getting that position itself, so he'll be blessed. If he is having good karma, then he'll be blessed. And otherwise, he should know this and he should desire for these qualities. Then only he can properly rule the country. If he doesn't get those qualities, he cannot be a good king actually. So now demigods in charge of the various department activities that maintain this world are but assistants to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When an incarnation of Godhead descends on this planet, demigods like Sun God, Moon God, are the King of Heaven, Indra, all will join. This is one thing. That means when Lord appears, all the demigods also will come and assist him. But I am telling about the king. In the king also portions of these things will be there. That's why Chanakya Arthashastra also you can see. In the Kamandaka Niti Sara, it's based upon the Ardhasara, Ardhashastra, it is written. So there also you can see the king is embodiment of all the devatas who are the Dikpalakas, who are the maintainers of this universe. And he should be having all these qualities. So that's why king should look for these qualities of the different demigods. Abilities, he should get the abilities of different demigods to successfully maintain his kingdom. And so such a vidya, how you learn, for learning that vidya, what is needed first? Vinaya. That means he should be indriya jaya. He should be able to control his senses. And what he should do? Vruddha sanyoga. He should associate the learned people to get all these qualities. So that's why in the Gurukul, boys will be trained how to control their senses. At certain, initially they are very naughty, but at the age, some age, after 12 years, 13 years, they'll be trained to control themselves, be humble, and they'll be learning these qualities to become a particular Varna member. Different.
Different.
Yeah. Chanakya Niti is just moral codes. Chanakya Niti.
Yeah, why we are afraid? It's not Shastras.
Chanakya Niti is just general common sense. Niti means common sense. But this is Arthashastra, how a king has to control his kingdom. That is Arthashastra is different. Chanakya Arthashastra. I am talking about Arthashastra.
That is composed by Chanakya.
Huh? That is written, Chanakya only wrote that.
Based on the scriptures.
Based upon his parampara is like that. His fathers, great grandfathers, all are the trainers of the kings. They teach the Kshatriyas. That's why he learned very, and he himself also, he synthesized all the previous Arthashastras. And the best person who knows the Arthashastras is Bhishma. Chanakya Arthashastra is having a lot of base from where? From the Mahabharata only, Santi Parva. So Chanakya Arthasastra's main base is Mahabharata also. And actually, Bhishma Dev learned more and more. Actually, all the Shastras from Brihaspati, Sukracharya also he went actually. Bhishma Dev is the best personality actually who knows that means administration, how should be done. He is the best. And he learned from Parsuram, he learned from the Bhishma, Sukracharya and also Brihaspati and many great says, and he learned many books and final summary. That's why Krishna wanted him to give lessons to Yudhishthira Maharaj. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, by that what happened, that is recorded, and that's why we are also getting so guidance in this Kali Yuga, how to control, how to rule the kingdom is given there. Anyway, this modern democracy, this is just 200 years before it came. It will just out another 100 years, it finished. Don't think that democracy will be eternal. So-called democracy will be only for few years. Once again, everything will go sit right actually. It will become normal once again. Prakriti will never allow such a that's unprescribed things, given things by the Lord. That means what a Lord Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagat Pranitam. It will not allow, it will see the some extent and then after that reset button. Put the reset button. Finish. That means when Rajoguna increases, people will become so passionate, kill each other, finish out. Once again, they will come to sit right. Yeah. They smash each other, finish, and like this is like the after the Kali Yuga, once again Satya comes, and even in the Kali Yuga, there are the so many tides, ups and downs of the Sattva and Rajas. So we should not be so much, oh, this will be present situation. Limited way if you think without, if you don't see things based upon Shastra, if you see everything based upon our intelligence, then you can, your sight will be the very short sight. So we should see based upon the Shastra actually. In Kali Yuga, however, in the so-called secular state, the executive branch of government is in the charge of so-called kings and presidents who are all fools and rascals, ignorant of the intricacies of nature's causes and ignorant of the principles of sacrifice. Such rascals simply make various plans which always fail. And the people subsequently suffer disturbances. Being in their framework, we are also getting the same. That means such a disturbances in our devotional life because we are in their framework and we are controlled by their plans. We are completely ignorant of what is dharma and what is right and what is wrong. And policies made by them, so many policies which are not free, which are not allowing our preaching so freely and easily to spread. There are so many policies like that. You should be having you should enroll as a trust, and trust is having this much only account, and being a charitable trust you should not exceed this much, you should not this, you should not that, and as per memorandum only should work MOA and not exceeding this, and you should not speak against the constitution. What is this? These are all, that's the stumbling blocks in our preaching actually. If you see really properly, so their policies, their agendas, everything is, and also child protection, no gurukuls, no beating, nothing. All these what? The stumbling blocks for our preaching. Really, if you see, we are not there to follow their policies. We are there to design policies based upon Dharma and Shastra. And we should guide the society and they should follow us. One day it should come actually. That is the movement. That is the Krishna conscious movement. This movement is started for that. Not that just to become like a small rats and seeing them as snakes and somehow bill mein वैसे घुस के थोड़ा करो बस. No, we want to become the lions. Lions. Yeah. We are the lions and we want to rule the entire forest. This is a forest actually. Our weapon is Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranta. To counteract this situation, the Shastra advice. So that's why, thus, in order to counteract this unfortunate situation in the government, that's why we take our holy name as a weapon, and along with that, we take the dharma as per given by the Lord. So with these two weapons, we are going to conquer the whole world. Yes?
If the whole world starts chanting Hare, is democracy to work.
We should make our people, first of all, also we should train and we should inspire our devotees and teach them deeply the Shastra and bring the conviction based upon the books, not based upon the mental speculation. Their conviction, their Shraddha also should be based upon the Shastra. So such a Shraddha if you develop, then they will work like anything. They will dedicate their life they will become surrender then. The symptom of Dhruv Shraddha is what? Full surrender. They will become just like weapons. And they will become missionaries for this mission. Next. Vasukala upadatte kale chayam vimunchati samasarveshu bhuteshu pratapan suryavat vibhuhu So, yeah, please.
This king Prthu will be as powerful as the sun god. And just as the sun god equally distributes his sunshine to everyone, King Prthu will distribute his mercy equally. Similarly, just as the sun god evaporates water for 8 months and during the rainy season returns it profusely, this king will also exact taxes from the citizens and return these monies in times of need.
Thank you, bro. So now, one quality of the demigod will be seen in the Prthu Maharaj and glorified that. Because king is the manifestation of all the amshas of the different demigods. Is embodiment of the potencies of different demigods. So that's why they are glorifying. So seeing that quality. In future, he is going to do like a Surya. What he is going to do? Prthu Maharaj, the king Prthu will be collecting the taxes equally and distributing to everyone for everyone's happiness. Like Surya is spreading his prakasha, yeah, everywhere. So King Pruthu will distribute his mercy equally. This is the main point. Like sun is distributing his light everywhere equally. Similarly, King Pruthu also will be distributing his mercy everywhere equally. And just as sun god evaporates water for 8 months during the rainy season, returns it profusely. Similarly, king collects all the taxes, and whenever the need is there, he is supplying to all the people. Wherever the need is there properly. So he's going to do this. So taxation, why taxation should be done? Taxation should be done for the dangerous situation. Whenever the society in the dangerous situation, to protect at the time, taxes are collected. Not that the taxes are for the enjoyment of the royal people. All these royal department HODs together, say enjoying. No, that is not. Similarly, whatever donations are given for us, so that's for the pleasure of the Lord and the devotees and for preaching. Yeah. So next, Titikshatyakramam Vainya Uparyakramataamapi Bhutanam Karunashashwar Artanam Kshitivruttiman.
This King Prithum is very, very kind to all citizens. Even though a poor person may trample over the king's head by violating the rules and regulations, the king, out of his causeless mercy, will be forgetful and forgive. As a protector of the world, will be as tolerant as the earth itself.
Yeah. So now the quality of the Kshitiman, that means patience. Kshitivruttiman, that means he is having the patience like Mother Earth towards his subjects. King Pruthu herein compared to the earthly planet as far as his tolerance is concerned. Although the earth is always trampled upon by men and animals, it gives food to them by producing grains, fruits, and vegetables. An ideal king, Maharaj Pruthu, is compared to the earthly planet, for even though some citizens might violate the rules and regulations of the state, he would still be tolerant and maintain them with fruits and grains. He will maintain and also he will try to correct them. In other words, it is the duty of the king to look after the comforts of the citizens, even at the cost of his own personal convenience. This is a leader's quality actually. This is not the case, however, in the Kali Yuga. For in Kali Yuga, the kings and heads of state enjoy life at the cost of taxes exacted from the citizens. Such unfair taxation makes the people dishonest. And people try to hide their income in so many ways. Because king is not good, he is not utilizing their taxes in a right direction, then these people are also hiding. How much people are paying taxes? Maybe less than 10%, maybe 2%, I think, in India. 3%, 2-3%. Only 3% of people are paying tax. 97% of people are not paying tax. Their income is good amount of income they are getting, but they are all adapting the false methods to escape from the tax. If everyone they give properly tax, You cannot imagine actually how will be our state. 3% also they don't do. On top of that, they took the loans and they took away the government lands, gochar bhumis, everything. These people, these greedy people, and not giving any good welfare to the society. No. Poor people, actually rich people, they are becoming more and more rich by not paying taxes, and poor people are becoming more and more poor. And actually, tax should be collected from the rich people and should be given to the backward people actually to give the basic facilities for them. So such a thing should be going on, but now that is not possible now. The administrative system is like this, very troublesome. All people are elected by the people who are not intelligent enough to select whom, and those people are sitting in the seat and making the all the nonsense, giving the relaxation actually to the rich people, and then rich people are giving the pumping money to elect in the to spend in the elections. Completely everything is topsy-turvy. That means is completely improper administrative system. This is not going to stay for a long time. No, this kind of so-called democracy. Ideally, democracy looks like very nice, but practically it is very difficult to implement. That means taking everyone's opinion to select a leader. For hearing sake, it is very nice, but in the execution, who is coming to elect actually? All the people, intellectuals, they are not interested, and most of the people in the society are ignorant of the agenda of this. Even the party agenda also they don't know. Then what kind of elections? And people are not educated. They are all in the schools and colleges educated only material education. They don't know what is right and wrong. They don't know what is dharma and they don't know what is adharma. And they don't know who is true person. Such a blind people whom they can elect actually using this democracy. Thus, a democratic system is not going to give any best results actually. It will increase the dissatisfaction of the people and they will revolt like anything in one day. Is going to come. Just wait and see. It's going to happen because people will be starving in future because of this discrepancy. You may think now financially we are all so stable, but if you go and see inside, financial systems are very fragile and very sensitive and very temporary. And your money is really a false money actually. You think you have some 50 lakhs in your bank balance, but it is at any time it will become just nothing, zero. You read the speaking about Varnashram Prabhupada book. He is clearly explaining all these things. Our finance, our wealth is not real wealth. We are in the illusion actually. Nowadays, even paper also is not there. Everything is through phone pay. We don't know how much is created. So banks are creating just a false number, and you think that that amount is there, and you are taking that, and you are. Who knows what is the real money? Who knows? If you go inside, so many things are completely unstable actually. Environment is also is going against. That means we are environmentally we have crisis, financial crisis, food crisis, healthy food crisis. So-called food, so much is there. Unhealthy food, but healthy food crisis is there. Healthy milk crisis is there. Healthy air crisis is there. Air, sans, hava, air. So everything, water crisis is there completely. Full water crisis in Bangalore. Then we think we are advancing, but no. Materially also we are not peaceful at all. Deve varshitya saudevo nara deva vapurhari krucha prana prajahesha rakshashyatjanja sendrivat.
There is no rainfall and the citizens are in great danger due to scarcity of water. This royal personality of Godhead will be able to supply rains exactly like the heavenly King Indra. Thus, he will very easily be able to protect the citizens from drought.
Yeah, now Indra quality is there in the Maharaj Prthu, and that is glorified. It will be manifested. Now that is glorified here. When there is no rainfall and the citizens are in great danger due to the scarcity of water, this royal personality of Godhead will be able to supply rains exactly like him. How? Prthu Maharaj is going to supply rains how? By performing a Jnanad Bhavanti Bhutan, Parijanyad Yajna Sambhav. Yajnad Bhavati Parijanya. Yajnad Bhavati Parijanya. That means he will be appointing Brahmanas to do the sacrifice, the fire sacrifices. And then what will happen? Yajna will be just that, by that, lot of rains will be falling everywhere. That means Indra is forced. When Indra is satisfied, he has to give the result. When you do the karma, then result should be given. So he will be like that. Whenever there is a need, immediately rains will be coming. So here King Pruthu is very appropriately compared to the sun and the demigod Indra. King Indra of the heavenly planets is in charge of distributing water over the earth and other planetary systems. It is indicated that King Pruthu would arrange for the distribution of rain personally if Indra failed to discharge his duty properly. Of course, he is incarnation of the Lord also. Okay. So Prabhupada is giving example of Krishna also controlled Indra. Similarly here, Lord can control Indra. That point is mentioned. Next. Apayayatya saulokam vadanamrutamurtina sanuragavalokena vishadasmita charuna.
Like face, which is always smiling with a great affection towards isn't will enhance everyone's school life.
Yes, he's like a moon, like he's having coolness in his heart. So, and he will be very softly behave with the people, affectionately with the citizens, and he will be dealing the citizens very peacefully. Next, avyaktavatme shaniguda karyo gambhira veda upagupta vitta ananta mahatmya gunaika dhama prutu pracheta iva samvrutatma.
The reciters continue. No one will be able to understand what he sees. The king will follow. He will his activities will also be very confidential, and it will not be possible for anyone to know how he will make every activity successful. His treasury will always remain unknown to everyone. He will be reservoir of unlimited capabilities and good qualities, and his position will be maintained and covered just as Varuna. The deity of the sea is covered all around.
Yeah, now here king is exhibiting the quality of the Varuna. So that quality is like Varuna, he will be what he is doing? He will be reservoir of unlimited glories and good qualities. And his position will be maintained and covered just as Varuna. Pracheta means Varuna. Varuna, what he does? He covers. The deity of the seas is covered all around by water. Varuna Dev is inside and he is covering himself with the water. Now, similarly, king also, he will not, one of the important quality in the king, whatever he thinks in his heart, that should not reflect on his face. This is the important quality should be maintained by leader. If his subjects come to know that, or his surrounding people come to know that what he is thinking in his heart by seeing his face, then all his plans will be opened and that's all. Finish. Then definitely he will collapse actually. He'll be definitely defeated. So that's why one of the important quality Chanakya also mentions, and also not only Chanakya and in the Mahabharata actually, and Paushya. So this Uttanka, Veda's disciple, Uttanka went to Paushya's kingdom to bring the kundalas of the queen actually, Paushya's wife's queen. That Paushya king says that I am Kshatriya and you are Brahmana. And in that episode, So it is recorded actually in the Mahabharata. King's heart is very hard, but outwardly he speak very sweetly. And Brahmana's heart is very soft, and outwardly he speak very roughly, hardly. Uttanga became immediately because that the rice, whatever the food offered to him, that is having the hair, and by seeing that immediately he got anger actually. And each other they give curse. And after that, Uttanga immediately says that being a Brahmana, he says, okay, I am forgiving you and my curse will not apply to you. But Pausha says that I cannot take back my curse because I am Kshatriya and my heart is very hard. And something that means insulted, and once if we release, then we cannot take it back. And also, so their heart is very hard and they cannot show that actually by their activity. They always hide it and sweetly they speak. That is a quality, required quality actually for a Kshatriya actually. Otherwise,
one of the most important qualities is that it should be straightforward.
yes, devotee, Vaishnava Kshatriya is straightforward, but for the whenever that means for the devotees he will be very straightforward. But like Arjuna, he is very nice devotee for the devotees, but he's like a thunderbolt for the enemies. So when that's why devotee, pure devotee, always he will be maintaining his pure consciousness and acting as per his varna. So to set an example to the society, there is a different.
In case of Yudhishthira Maharaj, we don't have this quality that he's not revealing his plans. Like, tell me,
No. All the plans are very secretly there. All the business, the view of the fighting, so everything is very secret actually. And yeah, in the battle, they are very Vaishnavas. We have to see. That's why in the Mahabharata also, what is the lesson for the devotees and what is varnashrama? So even pure devotee also follow varnashrama dharma to set an example. So on the varnashrama platform they speak also that we should not mix with the pure devotion. So like that, Edidacharya Sreshta Tatdeve Taro Jana. Krishna himself ordered him to set an example to the society. You act as a king. So then he is speaking as per the king. And if you bring it out, oh, being a Kshatriya, so being that pure devotee is killing another pure devotee, Bhishmadev. No. Pure devotee killing pure devotee, what is this? So now Bhakti principles, if you apply, then it's looking like very odd actually. No, there it is not dharma actually. Dharma you should see. But he has full devotion to the Bhishma Dev. So this is the quality, hiding quality actually. Varuna Dev hides, similarly Prthu also. There is a predominating deity for all the material elements, and Varuna or Pracheta is a predominating deity for the sea and the oceans. From outward appearance, the sea and the oceans are divide of life, but person quantified with the sea knows that within the water exists many varieties of life. Ratnagara, that means if you go inside the ocean, thousands and thousands of treasure and species and mountains, big mountains of volcanoes, so many things will be there. But outward it looks, it's a simple pani, water. This is the quality actually. This quality, hiding quality. Or not, that is there in the Prthu Maharaj. Next. दुरासदो दुर्विशः आसन्नोऽपि विदूरवत् नैवाभिभवितुं शक्यो वैनारण्यस्थितो नलः. Yeah.
King Prthu was born of the dead body of King Vena as fire is produced from the Arani wood. Thus the King Prthu will always remain just like a fire, as his enemies will not be able to approach him. He will be unbearable to his enemies, for although staying very near to him, they will never be able to approach him, but will have to remain as if far away. No one will be able to overcome the strength of King Prthu.
Similarly, see, he is moon-like cool and he is fire-like. So always a raised temper he is having. And enemies cannot dare to come to here. How to develop all these qualities? How to train these qualities? These qualities can be trained when we teach to the people the examples. Where are those examples? Those are there in the Mahabharata. These are all qualities are explained in the Mahabharata. Now we are manufacturing the qualities as for the leader. What qualities are needed? We are mentally speculating and finding the techniques with the mental speculation. This is another problem actually. So-called corporate trainers, these trainers, but based upon the Shastra, we should see the qualities from the Shastra. And that qualities are explained by that's what Vyasdev did then. Vyasdev is having the concern for the future Kaliga. People are less intelligent. Manda samanda matayo, manda bhagya padata. Very, very fallen people are going to come and they cannot read the entire Veda and let me so simplify the Veda and give in a simple language. They don't know the Vedic Sanskrit also. Vedic Sanskrit they don't know. So that's why in the simple Sanskrit he wrote everything. The summary of all the Vedas in the form of Mahabharata and Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So this is a beacon. This is a light for us to see the organized society. Like before Britishers, if you see all the people, kings, they always meditate. For them, entertainment means Mahabharata. All the poets also they pick up some episode and they may do masala adding and they ultimately using that only they will be writing the poetry and enjoying. There are also so many morals, so many character, culture, everything they are always repeated for them. Like Kalidas Baba, what he did. So take the Dushyanta and Shakuntala story from the Mahabharata only. Adi Parva it is there. He took and he added some masala to make it more so manoranjan actually. But there also Raghuvamsha also if you take. These are all from the Mahabharata, Ramayana, Idihasas. So now the stories, movie stories are all fiction stories actually, man-made stories and values also defined by them only. एक लड़की लड़का कैसे प्यार करते हैं. They are defining what is love. Completely mental speculation. And by watching that, people also, youth is guided by those movies. This is a problem. Love stories are there. So many love stories are there. Mahabharata. Take it then. So read it then nicely. You can understand what is love. Even male female love also you can see in the best. With the along with the fall Dushyanta and so Shakuntala's love story. If you see, it's extraordinary values also maintained and her behavior so towards her husband and also towards the Kanva. Extreme actually that is. So such a things if you keep on teaching to the society, then those qualities will be cultivated. So that's the way actually. Even they make some videos on the Mahabharata, but no proper, so strictly following the Siddhanta. The intentions of Vedavyas is not maintained actually. Pure devotional spirit is not there, and seeing the things with the materially, then there is no so regulation. That's why devotees who understood pure devotional service, they should teach what is dharma. That will be nice. Next, that's why he is like a fire, and enemies always feel fear because of seeing him. Next, antarbahishcha bhutanam pashyan karmani charanai audasina ivadyaksho vayuratmeva dehinam.
People will be able to see all the internal and external activities of everyone of his city. Still, no one will be able to know his system of espionage. And he himself will remain neutral regarding all matters of glorification or vilification paid to him. He will be exactly like air. The life force within the body is exhibited internally and externally, but is always neutral to all.
Yeah, he Vayu compared with here Vayu only. Na? Antah bahi bhutanam pashyan karmani. So he is seeing internal affairs and external affairs of the state. What is happening in his ministry and what is happening outside the ministry and outside happening in the outside countries. outside his country, that means in other countries, everything he is seeing, but he has no reaction immediately. That means no reaction means outwardly nothing, he is neutrally he is watching, like the life air in the body. It will make the neutralizing the whole the body actions. If life air is not in neutral, then you will be getting the pain in the different parts. If life air is not properly sama, is not equally properly flowing in the body, wherever the life air imbalance is there, then what will happen? You'll be getting the pain in that muscles. So vata dosha is there, then pain in the muscles. So, but air neutralizes things. So similarly, this is also, he is also always neutral. No reaction for the vilification and glorification. Next, nadandyam dandatyesha sutamatma atma dvishamapi dandatyatmajamapi dandyam dharmapate stitaha.
Since this king will always remain on the path of piety, he will be neutral to both his son and the son of his enemy. If the son of his enemy is not punishable, he will not punish him. But if his own son is punishable, he will immediately punish him.
Yeah, he is following like Dharmaraj in protecting the dharma, in punishing. If other son is not punishable, he is not punishing. If his son is punishable, he is punishing. If the son of his enemy is not punishable, he will not punish. Oh, he is the son of enemy, so enemy's son, so I will punish. No. That means even he is the son of enemy, if he is not doing any wrong, he will not punish. And oh, he's my son, and even if he does wrong, then I will pamper. No. If even he is son, if he does wrong, then he'll punish. Such a standard. So consciousness is following in punishment. Next, asya pratihatam chakram pruto ramanasaschalat vartate bhagavanarko yavat tapati gorganai.
Just as the sun god expands his shining rays up to the Arctic region without impedance, the influence of King Prthu will cover all tracts of land up to the Arctic region and will remain undistributed as long as he lives.
Undisturbed. Everywhere. Everywhere these rays, sun rays goes like that. He is having the his mercy, or otherwise what we say, just sun god expands his shining rays to the Arctic region without impedance. The influence means he is aware of, not that some set of people in the society are neglected, or these are lower caste, or this caste, that caste people. No. So everyone, all the subjects are properly cared actually. Next, Ranjayishyati Yallokam Ayamatma Vichestitaihi Atamuhu Rajanam Manoranjana Kai Praja.
The king will please everyone by his practical activities, and all his citizens will remain very satisfied. Because of this, the citizen will take great satisfaction in accepting him as their only king.
Yeah, these are all going to happen. Whatever the qualities they are glorifying, so Prthu Maharaj is going to behave like that. So he is going to do all good activities, satisfying activities for all the people, and they will be happy. Next, Dadavrataha Satyasando Brahmanyo Vruddha Sevakaha Saranyah Sarva Bhutanam Manado Dina Vatsala.
The king will be firmly determined and always situated in truth. He will be a lover of the Brahminical culture and will render all service to the old man and give shelter to all surrendered souls. Giving respect to all, he will always be merciful to the poor and innocent.
Yeah, for the children, women, old people, and also who are innocent and who are physically handicapped, all these people, that means will be taken care very nicely actually by him, and appropriately he will be. So like cows, brahmanas is helping the cows He is protecting the cows and protecting the brahmanas, protecting the woman, protecting the old man, protecting the children. All his policies are like his policies will be for protection of all of them. Next, Matru Bhakti Parastrishu Patnya Patnyamartha Ivatmanaha Prajasu Pitru Snigdaha Kinkaro Brahmavadinam.
The king will respect all women as if they are his own mother, and he will treat his own wife as the other half of his body. He will be just like an affectionate father to his citizens, and he will treat himself as the most obedient servant of the devotees, who always preach the glories of the Lord.
Yeah, Matruvat Paradhareshu. So others women he is always treating as mother, and his wife as his half of his body. That means whatever suggestions she gives, and also whatever the good suggestions and plans he accepts. He will be just like an affectionate father for his citizens. So here, education doesn't mean, now Prabhupada writing in the purport, doesn't mean having academic degrees only. One should execute what he has learned in his personal life. These learned characteristics were verily manifest in the life of King Prthu. Although he was the king, he treated himself as servant of the Lord's devotees. Brahmavadinam Kinkaraha means he is a servant of devotees. Brahmavadinam means you should take here the transcendental people actually. Devotees are the Brahmanas. So he is becoming the servant of them. According to the Vedic etiquette, if a devotee come to a king's place, the king would immediately offer his own seat to him. The word Brahmavadinam is very significant. Brahmavadi refers to the devotees of the Lord. Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan are different terms of Supreme Brahman. Okay. Next. Dehinam vatpreshtaha suhrudam nandivardhanaha mukta sangha prasangoyam dandapani rasadushu.
The king will consider all embodied living entities as dear as his own self, and he will always be increasing the pleasures of his friends. He will intimately associate with liberated persons, and he will be chastising hand to all. He will be a chastising hand to all inspired persons.
Yes. Purport in this age, however, so-called kings and presidents don't treat all other living entities as their own self. Means, but here, Prthu Maharaj treating every living entity is important for him. Not that the only humans are important and other living come for their GDP, their economy, so they are immediately allowing it. That's all. Humans are happy, then okay. But Prthu Maharaj is not like that. More, that means he is caring for every living entity. 84 lakhs of species. Most of them are meat eaters. So if government is conscious of the welfare of all living entities, they'll stop the butcher shops actually. But no, they are not caring of the living entities. But in the case of Prthu Maharaj, most of them are meat eaters, and even though they may not be meat eaters and may pose themselves to be very religious and pious, they still allow cow slaughter within the state. They say that, oh, I am the caring of the cows. And if you go and see, in every day he eat the hens and eat the goats. What is this? What kind of bhutadaya, jivodaya you have? I am tu sakshat Bhagavan Sraiha Kutastha Atma Kalayavatirnaha Yasminna Vidya Charitam Nirarthakam Pashyanti Nanatvam Api Pratitam.
This king is the master of the three worlds, and he is directly empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is without change, and he is an incarnation of the Supreme, known as Shakti Avatar. By being a liberated soul and completely learned, he sees all material varieties as meaningless because their basic principles is essence.
Yes, he is a Kutastha and he is a incarnation of Supreme Lord. So like that they are glorifying. And now Just a few more slokas, finish it. Better, because next chapter is little pink tomorrow. I need another 7 minutes maximum. 9:45 will leave. Okay.
This king,
Yeah.
this king being
No,
unique.
finished, no? Translation is finished, no? Okay. So now let me read this sloka 20th. I am bhuvo mandala modayadri goptai kaviro naradevanatah astaya jaitram ratamatta chapa paryasyate dakshinato yatharkah.
This king being unique, powerful, and heroic, he will have no competitor. He will travel around the globe on his victorious chariot, holding his invincible bow in his hand, and appearing exactly like the sun, which rotates in its own orbit from the south.
Actually, now these Vandis, Magadhas, all they glorifying the various qualities of the Prthu Maharaj, which can be borrowed from which can be seen in the various demigods. Now his glories are said. He will be Jaitra Yatra. That means victorious. He is victorious in everywhere, entire globe, and with his flags and with his army, he is going to travel entire the earth like a sun, actually. Another significant word in this verse is Naradeva. As described in the previous verses, the qualified king, be he King Pruthu or any other king who rules over the state as an ideal king, should be understood to be God in human form, Naradeva. So, Bhusuras, even Brahmanas also called as Naradeva, Bhusuras. King is also Naradeva. Because Deva is called because he is a representative of the Lord. Guru is also treated as Lord, and king. Disciples see his Guru as respect like Lord only. He respect his Guru like Lord. Similarly, the citizens also, they see a right king, a proper king as Lord. According to, that's why they say, my Lord. According to Vedic culture, the king is honored as the supreme personality of Godhead because he represents Narayan, who also gives, that means that much responsibility he is having. He is always looking for that means all the good qualities in him and meditate on that. And he will take such a burden actually. He will never go for any sense gratification, selfish reasons. And like you see in the case of Lord Ram also, as a great king, how he was, how he is giving importance for the everyone's thought. So similarly, so king is like that. He is for the people's, he is the person of the society's person. He is therefore Natha, or the proprietor. Even Sanatana Goswami gave respect to the Nawab Hussain Shah as Naradeva, although the Nawab was Mohammedan. A king or governmental head must therefore be so competent to rule over the state that the citizens will worship him as God in human form. So that's why kings has to learn this lesson actually. They should be behaving like Lord so that they will be respected like Lord. That is the perfection stage for the head of any government or state. Next, asmai nrupala kila tatra balim harishyanti salokapala mamsyanta yesham striya adi rajam chakrayudam tatyasha uttarantyah.
When the king travels all over the world, other kings as well as the demigods will offer him all kinds of presentations. Their queens will also consider him the original king, who carries in his hands the emblems of club and disc, and will sing of his fame. But he will be as reputable as the supreme personality of God.
Yeah, here Prthu Maharaj is considered as Adi Raja. It doesn't mean that before there were no Raja. There are so many Rajas are there. But because he is the incarnation of the Lord, so that's why he is the Adi means original here, not the beginning. Original Raja. Lord is original Raja. Yes or no? So that's why Lord is only the best So he can demonstrate the role of king very nicely. So that's why here Adi means original king. All his queens consider him as the original king. King travels all over the world. Other kings as well as the demigods will offer him all kinds of presentations. सब लोग सलाम करते हैं बस. As confirmed in the Vedas, Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. Actually, Supreme Personality of Godhead is maintaining all the living entities. The king or Naradeva is his representative. As such, the king's duty is to personally supervise the distribution of wealth for the maintenance of the all living entities. If he does so, he will be reputable as Narayana. As mentioned in this verse, Taseshaha, Prthu Maharaj was actually carrying with him the reputation of Supreme Personality of Godhead because he was actually reasoning over the world in that capacity. Here Prabhupada is saying the main point is so equal distribution. Then people all will be happy and respect him. Ayam mahigam duduhedi rajaha prajapatirvrittikarah prajanam yo leelayadrin swasarasa kotyam bindan samam gama karodyatendraha.
King, this protector of the citizens, is an extraordinary king and is equal to the Prajapati demigods. For the living facility of all citizens, he will build the earth, which is like a cow. Not only that, but he will level the surface of the earth with the pointed ends of his bow, breaking all the hills exactly as King Indra, the heavenly king, breaks mountains with his powerful thunder.
That we'll see in the next chapter. He is going to flat the land so that agriculture can be done nicely. And also he is milking the Mother Earth, making her as cow. So to bring out all the things, because everything is in the earth only. Previously, we see that when the 100, 200, 300 years back, there are so much grains are there, so many grains, and so much gold, precious stones. Now they are not there. Where they are there now? They are in the earth only actually. Anything taken out from this earth? No, nothing. Everything is inside earth only. Even the grains, everything, abilities. But Mother Earth is not happy, then what she will do? She will cut it actually. She will catch it. She will not release it. When she is happy, when she will be happy, when there is dharma, then she will be happy. When she is unhappy, then everything she will seize out. All minerals, all the grains, everything is there. That ability is there in the earth. When she will exhibit, when she is pleased. So now Prthu Maharaj is going to please her by bringing the calf, right calf. Then she is going to give all the things, whatever she is hiding. So that is going to happen in the next chapter. We'll see. Vispurjayanna jagavam dhanusvayam yada charat kshamam vishahyamajo tadani lilyu dishidishya santo langangulam udyamya yata mrugendra.
The lion travels the forest with its tail turned upward. All median animals hide themselves. Similarly, when King Pruthu will travel over his kingdom and vibrate the string of his bow, which is made of the horns of goats and bulls and is irresistible in battle, all the demonic rogues and thieves will hide themselves in all directions.
Like a lion, actually. When lion goes, all the animals will be hiding. So similarly, whenever he walks in the kingdom, all the thieves and rogues they go away. Actually, demonic rogues and thieves will hide themselves in all directions. Next, Yesho Swamedam Shatama Jahara Saraswati Pradurabhavi Yatra Aharshi Jasya Hayam Parandara Shatakratascharame Vartamani.
At the source of the river Saraswati, the king will perform 100 sacrifices, known as Ashwamedha. In the course of the last sacrifice, the heavenly king has 16 sacrificial horse.
Yeah, we are going to see that. Future activities are said here. Yesha swasatmopavane samitya sanat kumaram bhagavantamekam aradhya bhaktya lavataamalam taja. Jnanam yato brahma param vidanti.
The king Prthu will meet
Sanat Kumara.
this king Prthu will meet Sanat Kumara, one of four Kumaras, in the garden of his palace compound. The king will worship him with devotion and will be fortunate to receive the instruction by which one can enjoy the transcendental.
Yeah, 22nd chapter it is going to come, Sanat Kumara's teachings. So he will meet king, will be getting association of Sanat Kumara and understanding pure devotional service. So then he will become a pure devotee of the Lord. Next. Tatra girastasta iti vishruta vikramaha soshyatyatmasrita gata prutu parakramaha.
In this way, then the Shivali's activity will come to be known to people in general, who will always share about himself and his uniquely powerful.
Yeah. In this way, when the chivalrous activities of King Prthu come to be known to the people in general, King Prthu will always hear about himself and his uniquely powerful activities. To artificially advertise oneself and thus enjoy a so-called reputation is a kind of conceit. Prthu Maharaj was famous amongst the people because of his chivalrous activities. He didn't have to advertise himself artificially. So people, they always keep on singing his glories and he is going to hear that. Disho vijatya pratiruddha chakraha swatejasotpatita lokashalyaha sura surendro rupagiyamana mahanubhavo bhavita patirbhuvaha.
No one will be able to disobey the orders of Prthu Maharaj. After conquering the world, he will completely eradicate the equal series of citizens. Then he will be recognized all over the world. At that time, both the Suras and the Asuras will undoubtedly glorify his magnanimous act.
Okay. So for put at the time of Prthu Maharaj Prthu, the world was ruled by one emperor. Although there were many subordinate states, just as there are many United States in various parts of the world, in olden days the entire world was ruled through many states. But there was a supreme emperor who ruled over all subsidiary states. As soon as there were some discrepancies in the maintenance of Varnashram system, the emperor would immediately take charge of small states. We'll read this total purport and finish it. The word Utpatita Loka Shelyaha indicates that Prthu Maharaj completely uprooted all the miseries of his citizens. The word Shelya means piercing thorns. There are many kinds of miserable thorns that pierce the citizens of state, but all competent rulers, even up to the reason of Maharaj Yudhishthir, uprooted all miserable conditions of the citizens. It is stated that during the reign of Maharaj Yudhishthir, there didn't even exist severe cold or scorching heat. Even you can see in the Privrata also is going to do this kind of things. Privrata. Yeah, in the fifth canto. So he's going to give so comfortability to his citizens in the night time also he's giving the light actually by becoming by running his chariot. Nor did the citizens suffer from any kind of mental anxiety. This is the standard of the good government. Such a peaceful and prosperous government devoid of anxiety was established by Prthu Maharaj. Thus, the inhabitants of both saintly and demonic planets were all engaged in glorifying the activities of Maharaj Prthu. Persons or nations anxious to spread their influence all over the world should consider this point. That means now properly indicating some want to become the best in the world, so then they should be anxious for these things. How to make everyone happy. So, if one is able to eradicate completely the threefold miseries of the citizens, he should aspire to rule the world. One should not aspire to rule for any political or diplomatic considerations.
Demonics are glorified.
Glorifying, yes.
Demonics want sense gravity. Lord was providing them.
Demons, they have their portion of the sense gratification they are getting.
We will see that in the main thing.
Yeah, they are getting their portion. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 16th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Praise of King Prthu by the Professional Reciters. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Prema. One chapter today will finish. Tomorrow will finish. We are on the track.